Well, I got some cheesecake because it's if you have breakfast or a meal, it's 100 yen off. $2 for cheesecake. So I was the first in the restaurant today. The waitress said, "Good morning," which I thought was nice. And then when she brought me the breakfast, she looked at the egg. Wasn't the cook. She goes, "Is the egg okay?" She shouldn't have asked that. I then asked her later if she would eat the egg like that. She said yes. I just knew she was lying. In this particular restaurant, there's the table, they separated, so the table in front of me and behind me, they are COVID tables. You can't sit at those. And will this COVID end? So, I think maybe the other day, 2 days ago, France had 100,000 new cases, and not to be outdone, Britain went up 40%, 50% to 130,000 cases. Luckily, this new variant is not as bad as the previous one. Oh dear. He had a new menu today. You want to look at it? Okay. Pancakes. I was thinking of getting pancakes, but they're all about $6. But this menu included the soup bar, and you can get corn potage, creamy potage, or onion soup. This is they're not too bad actually. Do I feel welcome in Japan? No. Is this the James I know? No, Hugh James. Not Hugh James, is it? You been on before, James? You're just a random, James Random. Have you heard the term Mandem? Because I heard CSI saying it the other day, I think. But in Japan, there was I don't know if it was like a brand called Mandem. I don't know, a man's brand. I'm not sure what the product was. It works. Let's put it this way. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Does it come from Britain or does it come from Japan? I would say for white people, the benefits outweigh the problems. Okay, thanks, man. I'll have to look out for it now when I'm driving around in Japan. Okay, because it is used in Japan. Or I say it's used used like I've seen it in what is it, Mandom? Is it a new phrase? Yeah. Are you what? Should I assume that you're English, James, or British? He's from Latin. Wow. Oh, that's a surprise. All right, mate. My dad was in prison in Lancashire, and I went to Bamber Bridge. Deshaun Taylor. He certainly does. He could be French, from Sean. Deshaun. He could be French. He could be French Irish. Hello, Mick. Have I quit the beer? No, I'm trying to cut it down though. You know what I did last night? I had a few beers because I didn't take any beer home with me last night because it's the cheap beers at Gusto are going to be stopping, so I just had to get a few in. So it's on my mind to cut it down, else I'll never get. You've got all your life in front of you. The bad thing is it's looking pretty shit. It's a piece of advice for a 25-year-old. Learn a language. Stella, yeah, that's what we want, Stella. The only point the only place I had Stella was when we went on holiday to Thailand with the kids, and I found this bar that sold Stella. I was in Thailand or Bali, and so I drank Stella while the wife was watching kids in a big plastic bowl. I have psychosis. Oh, what's that? Is that guy from? That's that guy from Gangnam Style. Schizo. Oh my god. I'm getting the nice James at the moment then. Yeah, that used to be my favourite drink in England, Stella. It's the voices, oh. How is my voice? Is it alright? When in 40 years ago, I used to go on this Saturday night at this club. Stella was 50 pence a pint. Well, cheers, James. So I used to go halfway across town to go to this. Sometimes I'd get my young cunt brothers to drop me off. Thank you, James. If only I could get. I think if I could get 500,000 viewers, then I can live off it. That'd be nice. Are you taking drugs? I don't know. A lot of people are asking about Ryan Boundless. They haven't seen him. Now you got to remember, in Africa, in the Caribbean, if there's a disease, they do chop up people. If they heard that Ryan Boundless was good for getting rid of COVID, bye bye Ryan. Oh, the sun's starting to come out, so I might actually do some work. Bye bye Ryan, Ryan, bye bye. Maybe he started asking for too much money when African people were approaching him. I think in Uganda, Gaijin hunter has a different meaning. Ryan could start a new series instead of the Hunger Games. It could be the Hunter Games. Well, is it going to get worse in Britain? 130,000 new cases. The system is falling apart. Don't worry, you've got one of the best leaders ever. What meds do you take? I was thinking of, well, when I was young, I think I witnessed my father trying to kill my mother with a knife. She had all her hands cut up. Because after that, I stabbed 2 people when I was a kid. And maybe that's what made me think that maybe I witnessed that. And I asked the clinic if they did hypnotherapy. Wondered if I could recall that moment in my young life and then video it, of course. Yeah, maybe you should try and get some hypnotherapy, James. No, I didn't take the vaccine, no. There's a pill form coming out soon, isn't there? You know, I think the anti-vaxxers have got a point, but they still should wear a fucking mask, because they can be passing it on. You know, they can be passing it on to other people. So, but when they say they're forcing you to take the vaccine, I think that's wrong. But like I say, you've got to. Like in Japan now, there's like less than 300 cases, 300 new cases a day, and that's just going to be About 10 days ago, it was averaging 100 new cases in the whole of Japan, 125 million people. So out of this 130,000 new cases in Britain the other day, they say 40% were not vaccinated. Bring back Matt Hancock. Should be hamburger on a cold plate. So I've got a friend, he's a ninth dan karate expert. He's 73 and the doctor told him don't take it. And he's very strong for his age. He mixes about 60 kilos of food, boils and mixes and serves for his dogs. He's got about 40 dogs. He has a big pot and a big shovel. Your diabetes, oh, that's not good news, is it? I've got a friend, Matt, in Lancashire, and he also all his family had bad turns from it. You know, they were knocked off for a couple of days in bed. I'm feeling like going to bed now. So in the biggest cases in Japan was in August, the time of the Olympics. The Japanese government said it wasn't the fault of the Olympics, it was the fault of the Obon period, where people go back to their families to praise their dead. That was the reason for that, they said. So given that, if people are going back to their families now for New Year's Day, then there should be an increase, or the government's lying. What do you think? Do governments lie? Yeah, you know, if people have got underlying health conditions, it can be a bit scary to take this. But you got to, which is it best to take it? They seem to say that it's better to take it than not take it. Because if you've got underlying health problems, then COVID strikes. Kills, should I say. I wanted to be one of those guys on national television where they go in and warm the crowd up. They said no. Said, do you think you can put a crowd in a good mood? Yeah, for revolution. You took a Chinese vaccine. Are you in Asia or something? I didn't know Chinese were exporting their vaccine, because it seems they've got problems again now. They've closed down a 13 million people city. Can someone put a quick message on? Am I still brought? Oh, there you go. Good morning, Tom. How are you? Nice and cold, Tom, in Finland. Oh, I've got to put my jacket back on. It's a little bit cool in this restaurant. Oh. No, but you say you got a Chinese vaccine. Oh, really? Who is your government? Like, I was going to say Pakistan then, but you're not. You said not Asian. Fucking hell, I didn't know you could blood. Well, I guess anything that can happen if you're fucking drinking. Well, did you eat something or the pressure burst a blood vessel? Fucking never. That scared the shit out of me. Tom, don't fucking drink too much. Or should go on that fucking Eastern European statistic list of all the young men that die under 50. And I'm just going to plug battery in here. I brought a clock because I put the battery supply in. I was watching My Fair Lady last night. Oh, so you're from Morocco. I like your positive outlook, Tom. And you speak English. I know a guy from Morocco, and he speaks English, obviously Arabic, French and Japanese, fucking 4 languages fluently. I heard that, I was reading something the other day, and they said that the highest paid translators are like Arabic. The Arabic translators are the highest paid. It's all that fucking squiggly writing. I must admit, I was looking at something the other day, and I think it was something from the Quran, or a writing or a message from the Quran, and it did look when it's like it was like calligraphy, and it did look beautiful without a doubt. Or it just might have been the calligraphics. I don't know, but it looked nice. There was a. Do you know Anne Marie? She did a video in Morocco. Anne Marie, British, the singer on Rockabye Baby. She made one of her videos in Morocco. It looked quite nice. I have been to Morocco, by the way, and I went in the marketplace and with my girlfriend, and on a tour from Spain. And we saw this guy in the street with all these fucking goat's heads on the benches. And this guy got blood running down his face, and then he was protecting himself with like a high-heeled shoe. Never forget that trip. Yeah, there was that. What was that film? It was based in. What was that film now? It was based in Japan, London, Morocco. I forget. Well, I think someone. Oh, that's it. Two young Moroccan kids, and they shoot at a bus, and they shoot someone on the bus, and then all the fucking, then there's a massive investigation. No, not Mission Impossible. It was they shot these two young kids, Moroccan kids. They find a rifle, and then they shoot at a bus, and they shoot someone on the bus, and then all the story goes around like, who was the person that got shot? How did the person get? How did the kids get the gun? Yeah, that's a good film. Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, that's quite a good film, that. I just can't remember the name of it. What's new on the world? I don't know. I'll take a rocket trip. What's new? Babel. Is it Babel or Babel? Yeah, it was a good film, that, and that girl got her tits out as well. Bonus points. Nope, I'm sure it wasn't Bible. Babel, Bible, Booble, Double. It's breakfast time. I just had fish, bacon, sausage, egg, soup. New deal from the soup machine, corn potage. And the sun is coming out, maybe. Yen, I think 615 yen, something like that. About $5.5. Yeah, a little bit less. It's about 10%, isn't it, difference? Yeah, we've got all the drinks as well. Yes, someone was telling me yesterday in Canada that they've got a 30-minute limit in McDonald's. Couldn't believe that. That's not the same in America, is it? This was Canada, I think. Well, Tom, you can always start your own live stream, mate. It's not easy being popular. Everybody wants to shoot you down. I'm just going to get a cappuccino. Am I still? Oy. No, there are no pretty Japanese witnesses at this restaurant. No, I went for a drink, but in that time, the timer on the Wi-Fi went out. So when I came back, the screen was just the same. Double cappuccino. Yeah, what? So, what do you guys think about that? 30 minutes. 30 minutes for a fucking time limit at McDonald's. But and they've only just discovered that, Tom, about the kidney cancer. What's 15 minutes? Like in Japan, a lot of these, the Gusto and Joyful, you can probably stay here all day. But didn't he have symptoms before for kidney this problem? No, but it's like geeks. Well, my uncle, yeah. I was a bit surprised. I wonder if it happens in other countries. Yeah, my uncle got to 89, so he's the longest living relative. So he didn't quite make it to 90. Yeah, but I think once you get past 80, it's like a good innings, isn't it? But in Japan, or they say that if you get past 90, then there's a good chance you can get to 100. I've just got to get past this week. Yeah, in general, I think basically it's down to the weight, and they don't take, like in the West, we're always drinking tea and coffee with sugar, whereas the Japanese, they drink a lot of brown tea, barley tea, green tea. So I think that's a big indicator. And they've got, they haven't got all this weight that all the Westerners have got. I don't know. I don't know about that less stress in Japan, because they've still got tens of thousands of people killing themselves every year. You don't know of the Japanese suicide problem? So are they going to give him some new medicine then, Tom? Yeah, I think I would be, because his fucking future's looking pretty short, isn't it? I saw in America there's loads of jobs, but they don't want to work. Yeah, in the 80s, like, chemotherapy has got to be fucking pretty painful and tiring, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's that's your most important organ, isn't it? Your eyes. Luckily, to sure I've got good eyesight. Still don't need glasses at 62. Yeah, there's nothing worse than loose eyes. Yep, all of my girlfriend's glasses. Yeah, I was talking to my friend. It's only open to students and businessmen. And looking at what's happening in fucking France and England, maybe it's a good thing. What's happening in Finland with the Omicron? Yeah, so Victor's just gone to Okinawa. So maybe the problem is Okinawa. It's you need two people to go. So I've just asked Victor if it's warm and if they've got a swimming pool at the. That would encourage me to go if they got a swimming pool. swimming pool so I can do exercise. And it'd be nice to get in water. But to make it cheaper. Maybe we could do a B&B. But like I'd rather go to a hotel where they got a pool. Right guys, I'm gonna get off, go and do some work, take a poop. Thanks for tuning in and talking, I appreciate it. Everybody take care. Bye bye.